What if Goku never hit his head as a baby? The pod landed quietly in the forest of Mount Paozu, its metallic shell steaming in the cold night air. Inside was a child, a Saiyan, eyes sharp, soul untouched by earthly compassion. When Grandpa Gohan discovered him, there was no accident, no bump on the head, no change in destiny. Gohan tried to raise the boy with kindness, but something was off. The child was silent, calculating, often staring into the woods as if listening to voices only he could hear. Gohan chalked it up to trauma. But it was instinct. The full moon came, and with it, the monster. The transformation was brutal. The boy, now an Uzaru, a great ape, lost control. In his rampage, he crushed the only person who ever showed him care. Come morning, the house was gone. And Grandpa Gohan was nothing more than a memory. Alone, the Saiyan child survived, hunted, learned, killed, until one day, a man in pink arrived, Dao Pai Pai, assassin supreme. Sent to eliminate the feral child, causing terror in the mountains, he found instead a boy who fought like a demon. Amused, intrigued, he offered a hand. You want to live? Learn to kill. You have no name? Then I'll give you one. Maroku. It means nothing, just power, just fear. And so began the true story of Maroku. Not the hero, the weapon. Dao Pai Pai trained him not with discipline, but with cruelty. Every lesson a scar, every move a death sentence. Maroku absorbed it all, not with fear, but with hunger. He became faster, stronger, unstoppable. It wasn't just the harsh training, it was in his blood. As a Saiyan, he craved battle. Conflict was like air to him. Each time he fought a worthy opponent, he felt something ignite deep inside. A thrill, a purpose, and with each near-death experience, he grew stronger, smarter, more deadly. His love for combat wasn't just a trait, it was a catalyst. One that pushed his body to adapt faster than any human ever could. The Saiyan people were born to fight. It wasn't enough to survive, they needed to battle. It was more than instinct, it was joy. Pain was pleasure. Struggle was a challenge to be overcome. For Maroku, every punch he threw, every foe he faced, every drop of blood spilled, it was all nourishment. Dao Pai Pai taught him to kill, but battle taught him to live. Within a year, he surpassed his master. And when Dao tried to rein him in, Maroku snapped his neck without blinking. He had learned his final lesson: never serve, only dominate. The earth trembled beneath him. Villages disappeared, martial artists gathered to stop him, Roshi, Tien, Chaozu. One by one, they fell. Maroku showed no mercy, not because he was cruel, but because he didn't understand mercy. The Saiyan in him had grown wild. Without the accident to tame his nature, he became what he was born to be, a conqueror. But with each battle, he became addicted. He began to seek out stronger enemies not just to destroy, but to feel. He wanted the thrill, the clash, the fire in his veins when faced with a challenge. He would wait until his enemies were at their peak. Heal them if needed, let them transform, anything to stretch the fight, anything to dance closer to death. And every time, he emerged stronger. When Vegeta and Nappa arrived, hoping to recruit him or destroy him, Maroku laughed. He killed Nappa in an instant and fought Vegeta in a battle that shattered the Earth's crust. And then he transformed, a Super Saiyan not born from loss, but from raw, insatiable thirst for power. Vegeta died screaming, and Maroku looked to the stars. He remembered the voice from his pod. The mission: conquer Earth. But he wanted more. Earth was too small, too weak. He needed a real battlefield. He hijacked the technology from Capsule Corp, learning to travel across space. Not to explore, to hunt. Planet after planet fell, civilizations crumbled, not because he wanted to rule, but because each world offered warriors, and each warrior offered another step in his evolution. The galaxy watched in horror as the child who never forgot his mission became a god of war. When Frieza finally came to stop him, it was too late. Maroku faced him with a grin, not of malice, but of anticipation. Frieza had power, real power, and that's all he ever wanted. The battle raged for days. Whole star systems felt the shockwaves. And in the end, as Frieza unleashed his full might, Maroku laughed. Not because he was winning, but because he was fighting. And then, he surpassed Frieza. Not in a scream of rage, not in mourning, but in exhilaration. His Super Saiyan form evolved into something darker, rawer. A force not of justice, but of primal purpose. Frieza begged, but Maroku didn't listen. He finished the fight with one word: more. And then he vanished into the stars. He wasn't looking for peace. He wasn't looking for redemption. He was looking for his next battle. In the end, there was no Goku. No Kakarot, only Maroku remained, and the universe learned a terrifying truth. The hero we knew was just one bump on the head away from being the greatest threat in history. Because in a universe of warriors, the worst thing you can face is a Saiyan who loves to fight more than he loves to win. Somewhere in the dark corners of the cosmos, legends are whispered. Stories of a warrior without heart, without hesitation, with eyes that see battle as beauty. They speak his name in fear, if they speak it at all. Not a name of destiny or honor, but one forged in chaos and conquest. Maroku, he does not seek thrones. He does not seek followers. He seeks only the next worthy fight. Because for a true Saiyan, there is no peace. There is no end, there is only the fight. And as long as he draws breath, the universe will never rest easy again.